Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, everyone, live here on Christmas Eve 2014. It is 8 a.m. Eastern here at Blog Talk Radio, and the show is called Attitude of Gratitude. Today's topic, open the present of an attitude of gratitude, and we are so grateful for you joining the show today, as well as we are grateful for the wonderful music of award-winning composer and performer David Martinka. Find his music at redbellymusic.com and sunshadows.net, and we know that you are definitely going to enjoy the music as much as I enjoy this program, having you here and having David be a part of it. It's a wonderful thing. It really is a wonderful thing. So as I stated at the beginning, this is Christmas Eve 2014, and for those who are busy doing last minute, rushing here, rushing there with your cooking, buying gifts, sending out cards, receiving cards, taking people someplace, sitting somewhere, it doesn't really matter what you're doing today. You're busy. You're in the moment. You're really needing to take a break sometimes and just embrace an attitude of gratitude, because regardless of what you give people, regardless of what you do, regardless of where you're headed, regardless of anything that's happening in your life, the best present that we're all going to open is going to be the attitude of gratitude. And I'll tell you why. Because all those things I mentioned just a moment ago, the rushing and the this and the that takes its toll on people. You know, we can all be as pleasant as we want to be. We can all go out of the house with the intention that we're going to make this the best day possible, and I do recommend that. And if you intend that it's going to be the best day possible, at least your energy is going to be a little more centered and grounded than maybe somebody else's energy, but you can't control somebody else's energy. You can't control what the crowds in the stores are going to do. You can't control the traffic. You get my drift. So the idea is you can actually give a present to them by developing and opening and owning and cultivating your own attitude of gratitude. So open the present of an attitude of gratitude. Open it up. Look at it. What would it look like to you if you opened a present that was labeled attitude of gratitude? My thoughts on it are this. If I opened a present that was labeled attitude of gratitude, there'd be a couple things in there. The first would be compassion. When you have compassion for other people, and all life actually, the plant life, the animal life, the mineral life, there's an energy within you, an energy that says there's a oneness here. There's a oneness that all of us share. We're all living beings. And as such, there's certain energies that give us more life. I guess that would be the way I would say it. And actually, they're the energies of love. So anything that falls under that umbrella of love, like compassion, forgiveness, support, kindness, consideration, thoughtfulness, happiness, those all fall under the umbrella of love. When you open that present of an attitude of gratitude, you're opening a present that is basically love. Now, when you open that present and you accept that gift, then you have it to give. So when you're out in the crowds and you're shopping, when you're at the gathering of office, family, friends, because there's a lot of that going on. A lot of people have their office Christmas parties. Many people have their church or worship Christmas parties, home Christmas parties, visiting family, neighborhood parties. If you have opened the present of an attitude of gratitude and you've accepted that gift, which is love, and you have it to give, guess what you're going to be sharing with every single energy that crosses your path? That's right. You're going to be sharing a wonderful gift. You're going to be sharing a gift that everybody tells us is the reason for the season. People might put the word Jesus there, and they say Jesus is the reason for the season. Well, if Jesus was all about love, and Jesus was all about loving each other, I really feel that you could also put the word love in there. Love is the reason for the season. Gratitude falls under the umbrella of love. Gratitude could be the reason for the season. When you are grateful for every single thing that happens in your world, whether it's a loving, kind thing or it's a snarly, gnarly thing, and there's a lot of snarly, gnarly stuff going on in the world right now, even though it's the season for love. There are nervous people, there are cranky people, there are just downright angry people, there are depressed people. Not everybody looks at the holidays as a happy thing. And when you're out in the world, like I say, visiting, shopping, running errands, doing whatever you're doing, you will more than likely run into a couple of those people here and there. Their tension level is so tight that if somebody just goes and blows on them, they're going to explode into a million billion bits of fear. Fear is the opposite of love. All the things that fall under the heading of fear are those things that don't fall under the heading of love. So when you come across a person of that tension level, you come across a person who's exhibiting that energy, you have a couple things you can do. The first is you can get right into their energy with them. Oh, wouldn't that be a mud bath? Absolutely. Or you can stay grounded in your energy because you opened the present of an attitude of gratitude. You received that present, which is love, and you have it to give. If you can use your energy to keep yourself grounded, there's going to be one less angry, upset, fear-filled person in that situation. Number two, you can project love around that individual. If they're not willing to accept it, and we can't what's the word I want to say? We can't legislate that. We can't regulate that. We can't say, well, if I'm giving you love, you have to take that. Or if I'm giving you love, you have to recognize that and accept it. Whoa, that's kind of like conditional. And it doesn't work that way because nobody has to accept anything you're doing, good or bad. That means that if you're in a situation where you are seeing things that are not loving, caring, and kind, you don't have to accept it either. And one of the reasons that I suggested that the program today be called Open the Present of an Attitude of Gratitude is that is the support. When you open that present, you're opening the present of love, you're receiving it and accepting it. That is the support that you need to get through these other situations. That's owning that divine consciousness. That's owning that magnificent energy that created you and brought you here. It's really the most amazing gift, the most amazing present. And then there's the double entendre of the word present. When you open the present of an attitude of gratitude, meaning the moment, you can stay where you're safe, you can stay where you're comfortable, you can stay where it works for you, you can stay fill in the blank. You can stay connected. And staying connected is huge. Staying connected is not just huge, but it's necessary. Because when we stay connected to the attitude of gratitude, we stay connected to the love, we do stay connected to the reason for the season. We do stay connected to all life and the very base form of life. Now, I mentioned a moment ago that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are living in fear. And some people have reason, they believe, to own fear and to bring it into their lives, bring it into their hearts, and hang on to it. Part of which has to do with the feeling of lack of worth. They don't know their worth. Opening your present of an attitude of gratitude, receiving and accepting it, shows that you understand your worth. It shows that somewhere inside of you, you do connect to that wonderful, wondrous present known as love, that you do own that you recognize that this is who I really am, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what's around you, regardless of what's going on in your life. Once you recognize it, once you match that pattern within yourself that you are equal to and connected to that energy of gratitude, which is the energy of love, which is what's in that present when you open it, when you receive it and you accept it and you own it, there's a part of you that will be forever changed. There's a part of you that when the fear comes your way, the doubt tries to sneak in, disappointment knocks at the door, whatever scenario works for you, if you think about it, because you've recognized that spark inside of you of love, that spark of divine fire, that spark of divine connection, there's going to be a bit of resistance to what's happening outside of you. because the resistance will be it can't get inside of you. If you're chilled out, if you're cool, if you're hanging, if you're all about it, if you're hanging, chilling, and being all about it with the attitude of gratitude, with that present you opened up, which is filled with love, whatever's outside of you that is opposite of that cannot get in. Because the love puts this like shield or barrier around you that basically says, unless you are of this same energy, you cannot pass through. You can't pass through. To open the present of an attitude of gratitude means that you are accepting your divinity, you're accepting your connection to all that is holy and all that is perfect and all that is love, and that you have now given yourself the greatest gift you could possibly give yourself, as well as given the entire world, every life form in existence, every animal, vegetable, and mineral. You've given them that same gift. Because, see, when you have it inside of you, you can't help but give it. It just happens. It's natural. It flows. It emanates. You know, you ever walk by somebody and you think to them, look at that person, they're just glowing. They are just glowing. Now, they could have just left the aisles of beauty at the local department store and gotten some sort of fabulous makeover. But the makeover that is going to make the difference, the makeover that is going to be resoundingly, proactive in your life, is the makeover that starts on the inside. When you open the present of an attitude of gratitude and you receive and accept that gift, which is love, that's going to go directly to your very core because it finds that part of you inside that it resonates with. That's going to just start growing and glowing. And the next thing you know, wherever you're going, whether it's today, Christmas Eve of 2014, or it's any day of the week, any day of the year, you're going to be giving that present that you opened. You're going to be sharing that present that you open. You're going to be contributing to that greater good. You're going to be contributing to that energy that we all say we want so desperately. I want love. I want it to find me. I want it to connect with me. Well, unless you've got it inside, and unless you own it inside, and unless you've got it recognized inside as part of you, it's not going to be so easy to connect to it. It's not going to be so easy for it to find you. So I present to you the present of an attitude of gratitude. And I am grateful that you accept it. And I'm honored that you receive it. And I'm just delighted that you open it and you see that what's in that present is you, the true essence of you, the true essence of energy all over the world. This is what's real. The attitude of gratitude, the present of love that's in that attitude of gratitude, this is real. This is what you accept here on Christmas Eve of 2014, as well as any day of the week. Open that present of an attitude of gratitude. It'll be filled with love. Accept it, receive it, and you will have it all to give back. And I give back to you my undying gratitude for you being part of this show, for you connecting to it, for you tuning in, sharing the link, following us on blogtalkradio.com/Perspective Power, joining our little group on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Perspective Power, for following me, Annette Rochelle Aben, on my website, which is AnnetteRochelleAben.wordpress.com, finding me on Amazon, Amazon.com/author/Annette Rochelle Aben. There's lots of great books there for you to purchase and enjoy. I also appreciate the fact that you find me all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+, and I also appreciate the fact that you connect with award-winning artist David Martinka. You can find his music at redbellymusic.com and sunshadows.net. I also appreciate the fact that David has great free music downloads there for you, as well as some wonderful CDs to purchase. Open that present of an attitude of gratitude. Enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful and most beautiful Christmas holiday, and I will be back with you live on New Year's Eve 2014 here with an attitude of gratitude.